Welcome to this episode of Let's Talk 716 Sports. Today, my special guest is Elle, and I will be recapping the games between the Buffalo Sabres and the Flyers. Who were your top players for the games?
Sure. So just looking between Philly and Buffalo, not even talking about the Caps games last week, I definitely got to throw it out there to Sam Reinhart. Guy was super, super questionable to whether he was even going to be on the ice. And I mean, even 3 hours before the game started, they were still concerned about whether or not he was going to be out there. And not only did he show up, but he came ready to play. And it was like he brought a whole different level. Between him and Lazar being able to score 2 points a pop, I think it really increased the intensity of the entire team and had everybody a little bit more on their game, which is absolutely huge. They looked like an entirely different team. So Monday night was definitely a major improvement over Thursday and Friday. And I got to say that that's definitely in huge part to Reinhart being out there on the ice. And also having Allmark starting. That one was major for us as well. My opinion on Hutton is not awesome. I think you heard me say that before. I don't think that he is our starter. So to be able to have Allmark on the ice, I think it created a different kind of environment for those guys, and maybe made them a little bit less nervous. So those are my dudes for sure: Sam Reinhart and Linus Allmark.
Yeah, Carter Hutton wasn't. I mean, I think he was good, like, in the game yesterday, but like and then he got like crushed into the post there, which could be that he got a concussion.
Yeah, we got to kind of see what's going on there and kind of check out what the protocol looks like before we get to see these guys again this week. I'm a little bit nervous about that, I'm not going to lie, but I also don't know what Allmark's personal reasons were that he was off the ice yesterday. So I'm hoping that we'll at least have Allmark back and available again. And then we got to see what's happening with Hutton. I mean, I will agree with you 100%. He did play like a whole different tender yesterday. But that hit was pretty intense. And I'm not surprised that he got pulled for P3. So we got to see what happens.
I think Montour pushed that guy into him too.
Yeah, and and then immediately knocked him out. So it was a little on the silly side, I think. But yeah, that happens. A little crazy.
And Victor Olofsson is one of my guys on the power play.
I'm glad that we did not waste our power plays the same way that we did on Thursday and Friday. We at least had actual gameplay going on during them. We had the ability to get our guys out there and score, especially on Monday. So
yeah, in last night's game, they were getting a lot of shots off, but the Philadelphia goaltender was pretty good.
Well, and that was like his debut on the ice too. So it should have been in our favor, and unfortunately, it wasn't. He played solidly. He definitely was able to make a handful of really good blocks against us, which really sucks because I wanted to be able to contend against them again. But just with those weird differences in our lineups and having to change out our goaltenders as much as we have, our goalie should not be as questionable as it is right now. So hopefully we'll have something figured out before we get into these next couple of games.
Who were your 3 stars of the games?
My 3. Definitely, I've got to, like I said, I really appreciated that we had Allmark in the hole. We had Sam Reinhart out there. I would absolutely love it if Skinner had been able to make some of the shots that he had attempted. He took quite a few too many, and I think that that's going to work against us in trying to get him moved up in lineups. And then obviously, like I said before, Lazar had another 2 points himself. So yeah, those are going to be my 3.
My Reinhardt, and then Olofsson and Allmark are my 3.
There you go.
I think Reinhardt's like a lot better with on the Eichel line.
I think that the way that able to have 4, 9, and 23 all out there just slamming it the whole time. It'll be interesting to see what our lineups are coming back up against the Caps again, especially after they really spanked us on Thursday. So I would like to think that we have a better idea of how they're going to be playing, and we have a better idea of how we're going to be playing. So as long as we can come back uninjured, we should have a pretty solid game plan going. I'm hoping that Kruger is going to play them well and get everyone lined up the way they need to be.
So we play Washington on Friday. Do you think Allmark will be ready for the game on Friday night?
I'd like to think so. Like I said, I don't know what his reason was for being off the ice on Tuesday. All they were saying during the game was just personal reasons. Do you know why they were off, or why he wasn't playing?
No, I haven't seen anything or what the reason was that he was off the ice.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll have to see what they end up telling us come Friday morning. You know, I'd like to think when they release those lineups that he'll be our starter. But if there was some bigger reason for him to be off on Tuesday, then hopefully we'll find out what that is, and we'll have a better plan for putting someone in the net.
Yeah, I hope Carter Hutton's okay though from that collision last night.
Oh, totally. I mean, you know, nobody wants to be in concussion protocol because that's going to have you out for, you know, guaranteed at least a week, probably more. So it's not like I'm hoping the dude is concussed. I hope that Allmark is going to be in a better position to be able to start for us. He definitely held his own on Monday night and showed exactly what it is that we needed. He's in my opinion, I feel like he is the better starter. The unfortunate part is that we really just don't have a starter right now. Like our goaltender situation is always going to be questionable. And until we get ourselves an absolute rock star, we just kind of got to work with what we've got.
Yeah, there's been a lot of rumors out there that the Vegas Knights goaltender, Marc-Andre Fleury, that there's been rumors out there that he might be coming to Buffalo or something.
Oh, that'd be crazy. I hadn't heard that one.
Yeah, I heard about that one, but I haven't seen it anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty nuts. Knights have played well. It would be good to have anyone who's a solid tender. I don't know. We'll have to keep on digging for information on that one.
Yeah. Any questions for me before we end the show?
What do you think about these new sweaters? A lot of people said on Monday night that the white aways are going to bring us good luck. I haven't decided yet.
I like the royal blue ones that they came out with for their home games.
I like them. I think they're pretty slick. They did solidly this year. Have you picked a retro?
I mean, I liked it when it was like with when they were in the black and red. They had the
like the Rams head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had like the patches on the sleeves in that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely a good one. Awesome. Anything else for me?
Do you think the Bills will win on Sunday against Kansas City if Patrick Mahomes is the quarterback?
Do I think they'll try me again on that one?
Do you think that the Bills will beat Kansas City with Patrick Mahomes at quarterback?
I think that Mahomes is still going to be questionable through the weekend. I think if he does come back, best case scenario, he's going to be rushed through those concussion protocols. Nothing has been confirmed in any kind of way yet. So it's still going to be really, really up in the air. I think it's a guaranteed win over Henny. I think that it is a complicated and close win over Mahomes. So we just kind of have to see what we're looking at come Saturday, Sunday morning. We're really not going to find out until last possible minute. And they're going to be dragging the man in there. Either way, he definitely got knocked out, and I'm pretty positive that that's a concussion, no matter what these doctors are saying. You could just tell from the way that he stood up, the way he was completely disoriented, totally pasty white, just not looking like himself and not looking like he was aware of what was going on at all. So it would be very, very tight, but also Josh Allen went from game to game in September of 2019, and he was able to make it out of concussion protocol from one previous Sunday and back on the field totally fine the next week. So there's always a possibility. These younger quarterbacks are strong and relentless. And I think if anybody's going to be able to do it, it's probably going to be Mahomes. And I think that he's going to come in with hot energy, but he's also going to be cautious. So it'll be interesting. My call right now is that, yeah, of course we're going to win. We're the Bills. But it's going to be close. It's going to be tight. It's going to be another low scorer. Same as I called up against the Ravens. I think it's going to be a very low scoring game, and it's going to be tough. But I think we got it.
Yeah, it seems like when Mahomes got hit, he didn't know where he was, or like when he went down, his eyes like kind of rolled back and that.
Oh yeah, I heard earlier today that best case scenario, he got choked out and just kind of passed out from that. But it definitely looked like he got knocked around versus, taking a forearm to the throat. So we'll see what they continue to tell us throughout these next couple of days, but I don't think we're going to hear anything until best case Saturday afternoon, Sunday night. Worst case, we're going to find out like 2 hours before game time.
Where can people follow you at?
So you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok under L_buff. And those are all solid public profiles to be able to catch me talking about all things Bills, Sabres, bodybuilding, all the stuff. So
and you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Robby39 Bowler on Twitter, and my YouTube is Let's Talk 716 Sports. And thank you for watching this episode of Let's Talk 716 Sports. Thank you to my special guest, Elle, for joining me today. Go Sabres and Bills.
go Sabres, go Bills.